Welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles of Fan Edition. Last time, we cleared the main campaign of Xenoblade Chronicles of Fan Edition. But you may have noticed early on in our journey that there was this option here, Extra Story. We also have New Game Plus added to our menu here. We are not selecting New Game Plus today. We are going to be selecting the Extra Story. I have not played through this before. With that being said, it's time for a new journey. One that I have not yet seen. With that being said, I think for the cutscenes for this one, I would like to showcase my genuine reactions to everything that happens in the game. That means whatever you see in this game, it's probably going to be covered by my little character here.
Oh!
Well, there's a few warnings I'd like to get out of the way. If you have not watched parts 1 through 93, or if you haven't played through Xenoblade Chronicles as a whole prior to this, I do not suggest watching this portion, because the start of this section of the game has major spoilers for the main game's ending. So, that being said, if you don't mind spoilers, you can watch. Just know that let's just say that I gave the warning here. Don't say I didn't warn you. Let's continue our journey through Xenoblade Chronicles, Future Connected. Ah, yes, the usual loading screens.
That's simple. Today, we use our power to fell a
I
god.
just cleared this a
and
few
then
minutes ago, so seeing
seize
this
our
cutscene
destiny.
again.
All that I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing.
Indeed it did.
What were you looking at? The sea?
Oh yeah, I
wasn't
remember
looking
this
at anything
flashback.
in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking about the future that awaits us all.
One year later, that's Alchemar.
There it is.
Melia, we're in sight of Alchemar.
All right, I'm on my way.
Oh? Alright, we're getting right into it, I see. Just straight into the game. Alright. We've made it to the Bionis shoulder. If I remember right, this content was cut from the original game and then repurposed for this. Feels great to finally go through this. It's been 2 years now since the Definitive Edition came out, so I have somehow managed to avoid spoilers for this. Man. The music. It sounds so good.
Phew. Guess we're still in one piece.
Quite. What in the world was that?
It happened so quickly that I didn't get a good look myself. I saw some flickering around the capital. Then suddenly, a black beam.
A black beam? Some new defensive measure, perhaps. The junks. Can it fly?
Some components sustained heavy damage. It won't budge until we can swap them out.
Dang.
Right.
It's fine. They're not particularly rare parts. They'll have them in Alchemoth.
You make it sound very simple. Remember, we are still very much in the dark here.
Good thing I came prepared. We'll probably be needing this.
The Manal looks different.
Sister Bond, watch out on right! I take care of it. Kino handle left side.
Oh?
Not you!
Oh?
Those voices.
Are those? It's Kino.
Kino and Nene.
What are they doing here?
Shulk, we must help them.
Of course.
New characters? Alright, with that, we have new tutorials for Future Connected. Some elements of this new adventure are very different from the adventure so far. The most major points will be introduced on the following pages. As you progress through the adventure, instead of chain attacks, you will unlock an all-new system for performing all-out attacks. You'll still require a segment of the gauge to revive fallen allies. In the new adventure, Shulk has lost his power to see visions. This calls for more caution than before when it comes to your enemy's most powerful attacks. Some allies will battle in ways not present before. The skill tree system has been removed. There are further changes, so keep an eye out for them as you play. Well, I think for now I'd like to switch to Shulk here. Alright, let's go help Kino and Nene. Can see the main map's still the same. Alright. Oh. Mild down! Mild down!
This way. Rifle of Kino go blah, blah, blah.
Mild down.
Kino.
This music!
Are you hurt?
Let us help too.
Miss Melia, Mr. Shulk. Help very welcome. More is always merrier.
Man, this music is such a jam. Alright, we gotta defeat this Officer Wolf. The Wolf just pushed me out of the way!
Feeling it.
Alright. Let's see how it is. Let's use Shadow Eye. Alright. That one's down. Okay, we got chain attack gauge built up. Or rather, the all-out attack gauge now, I suppose it's called.
Everyone, let's go.
Got this leg wolf here. Let's use backslash. That defeated the leg wolf.
Big sis, we did it! Job is good one, Kino.
That was amazing, you two. It was like seeing Ryan and Sharla fighting together again.
Just so. Fitting.
Alright.
For children of here upon Ricky's household. No injuries, Kino? Hmm?
Nene, very, very sorry. Kino, not so good with strangers.
I understand.
Oh,
that.
really? Most interesting.
Please do not take personally.
If we stay here, there is a risk of
I
another
understand
attack.
that feeling all too well.
We should move to a safer location.
Very well. Is this acceptable?
Plenty acceptable.
Right. Let's go.
Oh, this looks like a pretty good camping spot.
This place looks promising. We can take a break here.
Seems Shulk and I are on the same page.
So tell us, what were you two doing out there? Rather, how did you even get here
I was
at all?
wondering that as well.
About that.
Melia, I think these two must have come on the junks.
What?
Yeah, that must have been the most likely case. Oh. Seems we got a flashback to it.
Are you quite sure, Shulk?
When you consider their relative positions, I think it's quite credible.
The capital, on the Bionis shoulder.
So,
Ah. So that is where the junks comes in then. I appreciate it. But even though we won peace with Zanz's defeat, the rebuilding
Yeah,
continues.
It does.
Much remains to be done.
I realize that. And I also know that you've been putting in every effort.
So why then?
If the capital is on the shoulder, there are people there. I thought you'd want to go.
Shulk. That's...
We could be there and back in less than half a day.
Oh, there's Kino. And Nene.
Kino, maybe better to explain.
We're just on a little strolly stroll when we suddenly hear voices.
Now, Kino. Nene watch Kino with eyes of Rogel. Kino, follow Mr. Shulk from behind and do some sneak
I
peekings.
see.
Nah, Sister Pon followed Kino and sneak peek on too.
Meh.
So you stowed away like I thought. But what for?
Kino always look up to Dedapon. Want to become mighty Heropon too.
I'm certain Ricky would be most proud. But how did that lead to you boarding our vessel?
He see opportunity to help people who in trouble. That way can become friends with people everywhere. Mighty
I'm
Heropon
just
make
gonna
friends
take glasses off
every
briefly.
toe step. Or so
So I can track
Dedapon
my eyes
say,
better.
at least.
I see. That does explain things.
Many sorries.
It's not fault of Sister Pon. He's not scored Nene. Fault is of Kino only.
Kino,
Sincere sorries. Kino wanted to repay debt. Dedapon and Monopon take Kino in when Kino all alone.
You were
That makes
alone.
sense why they would want to do
it's
something.
truth. One day, out of blue, Dedapon bring Kino home. Said, here is Brotherpon.
That day, nobody made comments. Everyone except Kino. Kino, more happy they could say. That why. That they want to become Heropon and repay debt to family.
Those are some pretty good reasons.
Kino, you do your family honor. Yours is a most noble sentiment.
Indeed.
I am utterly certain that Ricky and Oka are proud of you too.
Actually, Melia and I are in a bit of trouble right now. We could use the help.
For really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Kino must. You really twist rings. That's fine. But there must be sidekicks of Kino.
Kino.
God damn it,
wrong
Kino.
word. Supposed to say, friends.
So, we'll be heading for the capital to find parts for the junks.
Yeah.
Yes, about that. It's a bit of a hike, but could we check out that cape?
Would be a good idea to check out that locale.
Explain.
I'm a bit concerned. What you said about defensive measures.
You fear we may come under fire again. Is that it?
That is a reasonable
Yeah.
assumption to make.
It is true. Caution frequently pays off in the long run. The cape it is.
Great, it's settled.
Legend of Heropon Kino! It all started here!
Mahey!
Very well. The event theater has been added to the title screen. There you can view any event cutscenes you've previously seen. You can change the following options when viewing an event. The weather and time of day. Not for all events. Character appearance, already acquired looks only. However, because we played Xenoblade Chronicles, like the base game first, we have some different attire to look at for Shulk and Melia, at the very least. But that's enough about that. For now, let's journey across the Bionis shoulder. Oh yeah, there's also a quiet moment here. I remember hearing about these in the trailer, but never tried it yet myself. Get to know each other in the quiet moments. Investigate a icon of two people chatting to view the corresponding quiet moment. If you don't already meet the conditions for viewing a given scene, feel free to come back to it when you do. Any quiet moments you've investigated will be added to a list found under Quiet Moments in the main menu's Collectibles section. You can also use it to check the conditions for viewing each event. Oh yeah, we need Melia and Nene in Active Party. Let's bring Nene into Active Party. View. A love for flowers.
These flowers, don't they smell heavenly?
Miss Melia is big fan of flowers?
Yes, because of my mother. When I was young, she often asked for my help with the villa's flower beds. How about you, Nene?
Nene also loves flowers very much.
I see. Then we have something in common. Before, when I spoke of them to a Homs friend, she said flowers are nice, but nothing beats a warm dinner. I got no understanding from her. Finally, fate sent me someone I can communicate with.
What Miss Melia say about dinner?
Oh, just talking to myself. The dinner part wasn't really relevant.
But Nene big fan of dinner too. Most of all, pollen orbs from factory in Frontier Village. They so very soft and so yummy scrummy.
Look, that's not... Hold on.
Oh boy.
When you said you love flowers, did you mean as a foodstuff?
Meh? There is meaning other than?
Ugh, I should have known. You're one of them. Nene, listen. Flowers are not simply special because they can be eaten. We can admire their beauty, or use them to create ornaments and works of art. And that is a great part of their charm.
Ornaments. Meme! Oh yes, Nene remember. Long ago Dedapon make Mamapon flower crown for giver's gift.
Ricky did that. That Nupon has hidden depths. In any
Indeed, he
case,
does.
I would like it if you also had an interest in inedible flowers. If you did, then you too, just like your mother in her own day, may know the joy she felt.
Okay, the next time Nene find flowers that cannot eat, Nene will make pretty flower crown for Miss Melia.
Huh?
To eyes and Nene, Miss Melia look most bestest in blue. What think?
While I appreciate the offer greatly, weren't you originally of the regarding flowers as food persuasion?
Meh? If you make pollen orbs from not eatable flowers, they bitter and not tasty.
Yes, a fair point. It is just as you say. So Nopon see different but equal value in flowers depending on whether they're edible. Maybe it was foolish in the first place to try and choose only one while discounting the other. Well then, I will humbly accept the sign of your reflection.
Nene, roger that.
And yet, why do it for me? Won't Kino and Shulk feel left out?
There is very good reason. Nene just want to see smiling face of Miss Melia, bright as sun rays.
Oh my.
Meme? Something wrong? Nene, not say anything weird?
No, not at all. It was just how sincerely you said it. I should take a leaf out of your book.
Meh?
Precious Nene, I look forward to the gift.
Nene pull out all stops.
Although, I would feel a bit awkward were I the only one to wear one. Why don't we make them together and exchange them afterwards?
Meme? That sounds wonder marvelicious. is deal.
Wonder
No,
Marvelicious.
unbreakable promise.
Yes, naturally.
Wonder Marvelicious. That is a phrase if I've ever heard one. Oh yeah, while we're here, I want to see something. We can't quite level up arts. But we do have access to intermediate arts. Huh. So it seems Nene has different arts based off Ryan's art set. Hangry! Oh. Sorry, I wasn't expecting hangry. Oh, that was great. Aura Toast. Guard Sift. Magnum Starch. Chive Sabat. Feather Swing. Mild Down. Shield Smash. These art names are great. Healy Bullet. Heal Kaboom. Heal Roundaround. Cure Thingamy. Cure de Pure Round. Shield Clang. Healy Counter. Toasty Hot Bullet. Aurora Bullet? Aurora Bullet. I can read that now. Crackle Bullet. Tranquil Snooze. Yogurt Stance? Yogurt Stance. Bruh. Boost. Or Boost. It'll Blast. Egg Shaker? Noggin Shot. Okay, those are some great arts names. Oh yeah, there's no skill tree, huh? Well, let's continue. Oh yeah. Have these guys to defeat, huh? Machina Ansel. We fought him before, but...
I'm really feeling it.
Do not hesitate, Shulk.
Let's heal Shulk.
Take me lightly at your peril. Nene needs free time too.
This isn't going well.
Yeah, maybe let's run for the time being. Maybe taking on a level 64 at the same time as that other enemy was a mistake. Woo! We should take on these cloud flyers for sure.
Everyone, let's go!
Display no mercy. Power dead upon surge through Nene.
Alright. We got his defense down these cloud flyers.
Pretty good.
Got Flyer Straw, Small Insect Leg.
That feel like
Those are
rubber
pretty good.
caramel.
Oh yeah, while I'm at it, we should see the Collectopedia here. Well. We've already got 10% of the Collectopedia completed, so... I'd say we're doing a pretty good job already. But let's move on to this next area. The Companion's Cape.
Many bird people here.
Are there really only high end here living here?
Oh there, strangers.
Ah, hello.
I see.
So this guy's Maxis.
You've had a rough time of it. However, I suggest you steer clear of Alchemoth.
Eh?
Even
Why?
if you do somehow get there in one piece, don't expect the transporters to be running.
Oh? Why's that?
The thing that shot at you was no defense platform. It was a monster we've taken to calling the Fog King.
The Fog King?
The Fog King?
Yeah. Suddenly showed up in Alchemoth a few months back.
From what I gather, you're from the Imperial Guard. Are the swords you carry just for show?
Taking a sword to it is folly. It laughs at our attacks. It's like hacking at smoke. Blows pass clean through it.
Must be Ghost. Ghost not shoot beams, dum-dum.
So that's why you call it the Fog King.
We fought in defense of our home. We were ready to die, and many of us did. But in the end, it won us nothing at all. The Fog King's attacks tore into us hard. Eventually, we gathered the High Entia and anyone else we found, and gave up the capital, so that we might live.
How awful.
How awful indeed.
My grieving heart belongs there. Our heartland, our capital. Yet I cannot even mourn it.
Yeah.
Maxis,
Huh? Yes?
please, you have to tell us how to get inside.
Shulk, be serious.
Boy, are you hard of hearing?
I heard you.
Then you should know better.
No matter the situation, we have to go. If I fix the junks, we can all leave this place. Then, once we're in Colony 9, we can make plans to retake Alchemoth.
No point.
Why not?
Shulk, do you think we took all that lying down?
Huh?
Huh?
We're not stupid, you know. We did all we could. It's true. I want to go home. But that's a dream that won't come to pass, and it already cost too many lives.
Maxis.
I understand where you're coming from. Still, I have to be blunt with you. Let it go.
I feel bad for the guy, but there has to be a way we can make it into Alchemoth.
Now what?
Judging from the speech, I can't see us convincing him.
So this mean we're stuck here?
Quite a predicament, Empress Melia.
Indeed.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
I humbly beg your pardon. Gelgar, at your Majesty's service. Formerly of the Personal Protection Division of the Alchemoth Guard Regiment.
Is that so? Then the pardon is mine to beg, Sir Gelgar. And please, dispense with the Majesty.
Perish the thought, your Majesty. The recent war has rid us of the wicked purebloods. A new age dawns, and we half-breeds are chosen for its caretakers. With you, Lady Melia, as our shining paragon, I cannot but address you as Majesty.
I have no patience for wheedling.
Oh.
Especially from knaves who spit on their ancestors.
I would never dream of doing such. I merely spoke plain truth, no more.
As you wish. But the Majesty address is burdensome to me.
If you absolutely insist. Until you deign to acquiesce, Lady Melia will have to suffice.
So
Yeah,
kind,
I
Sir
will.
Gelgar.
Make no mention of it, Lady Melia.
Sir Gelgar, we really need to get to Alchemoth, no matter what.
Ah, yes. I have heard your exchange with Maxis. Hindering the Empress's triumph. A narrow-minded fool, if ever there was one. To begin the authentication process, one must raise their hand to the transporter.
Oh.
The device is configured in such a way that only some of the High-Entier in this land and the Imperial family may pass. Hence, Lady Melia should not have the slightest issue activating it.
A similar mechanism to the tombs, then.
That's our ticket into Alchemoth.
Yes.
Tasty news! Friend Galgar is good friend! Kind thanks, Birdmister.
Not at all. I am but a humble servant in Lady Melia's employ.
I've got bad vibes about this guy, but
If it not displease my ladyship too grossly,
he did
may I
give
offer you my
some good
companionship on your
directions.
journey? I have a modicum of skill with the blade. Please rest assured.
I appreciate the offer, but must refuse. We do not lack for strength.
Indeed. A great shame. Should the need arise, I shall remain ready to serve.
Certainly. By the way, Sir Galgar, this outpost appears to consist of naught but soldiers. Where might all the other refugees reside?
They dwell beyond the Grandel ramparts, which lie
Grandel
below this
ramparts.
point.
They live at a remove from you, then?
Yes, because of the Machina who live there.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Might you have forgotten? When the war broke out, it was the Machina's treachery that lit the fuse. Were it not for them, we needn't have lost our brethren and our home.
You couldn't stand the Machina and thus moved away.
Precisely.
But the war is concluded, Sir Gelgar.
Some simply cannot let go so easily.
Dang.
Melia, shall we go see for ourselves?
Ah, yes. Very well. Sir Gelgar, we will take our leave of you now.
Do please take care of yourselves. You'll find passage to the capital through the Cragmore Caverns.
We should tackle some quests along the way, that's for sure.
Sir Gelgar, thanks for this.
See friend later.
Please to be extra careful of self.
The same to you all.
Well. Interacting with people, visiting the shops, you can buy weapons and armor in shops to help your journey go smoother. In this chapter of your adventure, you will not find armor among the spoils for defeating monsters, but you may find weapons that differ from what shops have on offer. There's no lack of people having problems on the Bionis shoulder. Through completing the quests they give you, you'll obtain rewards such as money and equipment in new color variations, suitable for use as cosmetics. Well, we do have some quests here. I want to visit the shop.
Hi there.
We can buy some weapons such as the official staff that'll raise Melia's attack levels by a bit. We only have 30,000 gold, though. Alternatively, we could buy gear. As well as... yeah, that's about it, really. Let's talk with Gelgar. As I cannot accompany her, I trust you will see it to... you will see to it that no harm comes to Lady Melia. Indeed. You would not dream of such a thing. Furthermore, you got High Lightning, High Leaf, and yet another quiet moment up ahead between Shulk and Nene. Let's view it.
Brother Sister Pon. Hope they're not giving Mama Pon too much trouble buckets.
Trouble buckets?
Nene, there you are.
Something the matter?
Kino's been looking for you. Something about stubbing his toe?
Little Pon never change. Nene will rub back later and go, there.
You're a good sister, Nene. Or maybe more like a mum. By the way, what were you doing out here, Nene?
Nene been reminiscing about Frontier Village, tiny bit.
I see. So, that's where you were living before?
Yep, in past, Nene always adventure into Magna Forest with Brother Sister Pon and climb trees every day.
I assume you were the responsible one then?
That silly question. Nopon boys all good for nothing lazy bones.
Really now?
It all too much for Mama Pon to handle, so Nene have to help take care of Brother Sister Pon and Dada Pon awful lot.
I wonder what Ricky would have to say to that.
Dada
Interesting.
Pon, after he'd chosen for Village Hero Pon and set off on great adventure with Mr. Shulk, house become total pigsty, hungry little Pon underfoot everywhere.
Wow, I had no idea. Wait, was this after Ricky joined us? So that must mean...
Yep, before Nene became friends with Mr. Shulk and friends here. We actually met 1 year ago, back in Frontier
Really?
Village.
Oh yeah!
Stomach rumbly rumbly. Dada Pon need food. Dada Pon give grub.
The voice acting's a little different here.
You're kidding? I'm sorry, I feel kind of bad about this now. Though, in my defense, you've really grown. It's almost like you're a whole different Nopon.
In Nopon biology, aged between 10 and 15 often experience growth spurt. That why, when compare Nene now and Nene 1 year ago, it not too surprising if not realize
I
they the same
see.
person.
It's still quite a surprise. I never knew that a Nopon could grow that much in a single year.
Now Mr. Shulk know can rely on post-growth spurt Nene more than ever.
We can
Indeed.
always count on Nopon. Us Homs could learn a lot from you.
But Nene have these moments lately when get teeny bit lonely. Poor Hum, Mr. Shulk, such chowhound.
I don't think that was me.
Nene prepared some grub, too sweet. Now, Mr. Shulk, go
That's
to Kino
great.
and Miss Melia and tell to wash up.
That's
that's-
great.
We thought she was so grown up for always taking care of Kino. But really, she's just a kid. No wonder she's lonely.
Mr. Shulk, Something happen? Tell me too rumbly to move, or what?
Wait, I've got it.
Mama?
I'll round up all the others. Then after, we can all chip in with a meal. It'll be more fun that way.
Mr. Shulk
That is a good idea.
would not say no.
Well, that was a pretty good one. Let's review the Collectopedia once more. Did get a new item there. Man. Let's talk with Leonard.
Huh?
Need something? If you do, well, I'm busy. Can it wait? No, wait. I spoke too soon. Actually, I would like to ask you to perform some tasks for me. I would not normally reach out to strangers such as yourselves, but there is a limit to what I can achieve myself. I've received requests for assistance from some of the younger companions, and I'd like you to resolve the issues. They should not prove too difficult, yet the volume of work was high, so I was feeling quite harried. Could you go into more detail? First, Gwyneth's request, which pertains to gathering plump, wild grass. It has gone rarer lately, hence the task of picking is more taxing than it once was. Second, Fadius's job of winnowing the praying caterpillar population. These, in turn, grew more and more numerous until their numbers neared culling. Thirdly, the request from Loban, who was tasked with handling a number of noble brogs. Those critters have also been breeding too much for our liking, and need a little population control. Gather 5 lots of plump wildgrass, subdue 3 praying caterpillars, as well as 2 noble brogs. I would be grateful if you could undertake those 3 jobs for me. If it's not too much to ask, of course. Well, let's take care of Leonard's worries. Very good then. I shall let you get the details of each mission from the concerned parties. No problem. Leave it to me. Well, starting with... Why are you telling me to... Game? That's intriguing that you're telling me to go all the way that way. Oh yeah. Well, let's take care of these quests. I think, yeah, they were closer to junks, weren't they? Wait, there's also a quiet moment here. But they will become visible later. Very well. We'll keep this area in mind, that's for sure. We can't really go through that. Let's tackle the caterpillar population. I'll skip ahead to when we start fighting them. Actually, wait, this is the one for 5 bundles of plump wild grass. that, we gain 20,000 gold. Furthermore, praying carapace control.
We can't lose!
Alright, let's use air slash, slit edge. Follow that up with a backslash. Seems we're missing a Monado art here. What Monado arts do we have? We have Buster, Shield, Speed, Purge, Cyclone, Eater, Armor. Huh, I guess we don't really need enchant since we're not really going to be fighting any Mechon, huh? Interesting to think about that. I missed the attack window. Let's inflict slow on this praying carapace. And Fizz defense down, of course. Backslash. And that gives us a broken antenna. We've got one last praying carapace to defeat.
We can't lose!
Of course, it turns around right as soon as I go for it. Alright. Air slash, slow. Let's use slit edge. Follow that up with a backslash. And stream edge.
It's over.
And we got carapace syrup.
Let us hurry onwards.
Next up, supplant the noble Brogs, which are right up ahead. We only have to defeat 2 of them. Noble Brog. Alright. Click slow on this frog. And Fizz defense down. Daze. That's 1 down. You got Mollusk Mucus. Time for the last Brog. Shadow Eye. Slow. I've been toppled. No. And we defeated the last noble Brog we needed to defeat.
You never stood a chance.
Man. Let's go back to Companion Cape, shall we? If a landmark would allow it. He only shows up in the day, huh? Very well. Let's talk with Leonard.
Huh?
Ah, you again. I've heard back from Gwyneth and the rest. I'm glad their issues were resolved. Well, I have your ear. Here's something I realized earlier. It's quite possible that the cowpals gathered to eat the plump wild grass and the brogs to eat the cowpals? Seeing as how you've taken out the cowpals and brogs, the wild grass might come back sometime soon. We'll have some food shortages to grapple with until then, but that is my problem. Lucky for everyone then that you've won me some breathing room, eh? I'm glad everything worked out. Thank you for the help. We're all in your debt. And sorry for looking down my nose at you all. That wasn't exactly gracious. And with that, we gain 30,000 EXP.
Become stronger.
Well, that feels great for the first set of quests for this game. I feel like this is gonna be a good place to leave off. Next time, on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Future Connected, we'll tackle some more of the worries of Companion's Cape. And we'll progress further through the Bionis Shoulder. This has been Masashio Yoshi signing off. Have a good one. Peace!